Hello class, welcome to Turtle Pig Productions. My name is Professor Turtle Pig and welcome to an episode of First Impressions, the series where I play the first hour of a video game and let you know if I think it's worth playing or not. Today we are trying out a game from a 2-week game jam called Duck Boots. If you're new here, welcome to my classroom. If you're a subscriber, you get a gold star. See how nice that is? Maybe you should consider subscribing if you haven't already. Before we get started, let's check last video's homework. When asked if you prefer pirates or ninjas, Zelestia said pirates because booty. Yes, very good. A for effort. Speaking of, Zelestia was actually with me whenever I played this game. I'm actually joined by a guest today. Hi Zel, how are you doing?
Hi, fucking great, how are you?
Doing all right. Watch till the end to participate in the homework assignment for this video, and maybe I'll pick your response to include in the next video. As I mentioned, today we will be reviewing the game Duck Boots, a game produced as part of the Gameception Jam. The game is available to download and play on PC on Itch.io. I have the link in the description. Because this game is part of a game jam, and there's a bit of a conflict of interest because I know the lead artist on the game, I will not be providing a score for this game, but I will discuss all the main bits like I normally do, namely aesthetics, gameplay, storyline, and fun. The Gameception Jam was hosted by Pretty Smart back in July 16th of 2021, and all submissions had to follow a few rules, including your project should include at least 2 nested games, and your player character must be aware that they are playing the nested game. The folks in charge of this game were Niborius, Tricky, our dear friend Fizzyberry, Patrick GH3, and Jajav33. I'm sure I fucked up those names, I'm so sorry. As of this recording, this exact group of devs haven't created any other games together, but Niborius and Fizzyberry have just released another game called WorkSib, which is also available to play on Itch.io, and you can actually play that directly on the site. Starting with aesthetics, this game is very, very cute. The graphics harken back to classic NES or Game Boy era style pixel art, and while the colors are bright, it isn't a gaudy, ridiculous, oversaturated Crayola nightmare. When working within the pixel art limitations, it can be tough to make easily identifiable characters and assets, but I think everything read fairly well, and the bird protagonist and deuteragonist designs are pretty damn adorable. I actually got to see the design of these characters take place in Fizzyberry's stream, so I'm a bit biased, but I loved that she headlined the game with 2 cute gay bird ladies. The gameplay of the game differs depending on which of the nested games you're playing. The entire game takes place in an overarching crane game, like where you kind of fish out and try and grab something with a big old metal claw, but there are 4 nested mini-games within. The controls for all of the games just consist of directional buttons and an action button, so it's nice and simple and reacts just fine. The minigame where you arrange a sandwich based on the instructions given to you is pretty straightforward and cute. I imagine given more time they would have made the sandwich stack and look more like a completed sandwich instead of just a totem pole of ingredients, but again, this is a 2-week game jam. The bullet hell style game where you're dodging the fireballs being shot at you is actually really fun. I think I just love old games like Gradius on the SNES, and things like this just give me warm fuzzies, even if I'm shit at them. The game even had a neat mechanic where whenever your crane got hit by the fireballs, it made you move downward slower and upward quicker. So as I started to understand this mechanic, I would purposefully get hit so that I could move quicker through the stage. I'm coming, mouse man. Oh, fuck. That's fine, hit me. It takes me further up. That's fine. The boot painting game is pretty fucking cute and reminds me a lot of those mobile games where you have to cook food for different people based on different recipes. Because the game has very minimal directions other than a single sentence on screen shouting at you for what you need to do, it took me a second to figure out what was happening, but once I figured it out, it was pretty damn fun. Lastly, the puzzle game ruined my life. I hate this fucking shit. I only made it through because I was playing when visiting Zelestia, and she helped me out.
If you put the lily pad on top of it, will it push it down further?
Ooh.
So if you push it down in there and then put your lily pad on it to get it pushed down,
I
then
see.
you can
I see what you're
maybe
saying.
disconnect, right?
Yeah, maybe. You got it. Look at you. I guess I'm just hot-ass garbage at puzzles. I'm sure others think it's great, but oh boy, did I not enjoy this. Also, again, I understand that this was part of a game jam, but I did run into a game-breaking bug at this point where the key I need to get the titular Duck Boots got stuck. I couldn't pick it up or move it or anything. I had to reboot the game, and I was not a happy camper about that. Speaking of the boots, the game doesn't have a huge storyline that it really spells out for you. All you know is that you're this cute little duck, there's a big sexy goth goose, and you're tasked with getting boots. Is it cute? Yes. Simple? Yes. Gay? Yes. I'm into all that. Unfortunately, whenever I played, I think it was bugged at the end. It seemed like the camera panned down and there was probably supposed to have some kind of story or resolution, but unfortunately nothing happened. It just sat there. What? Oh. Is that it? Congratulations. I can see the background transparent layer in the back here. Oh, that was it. I suppose that's it. Unless it froze.
I feel like it froze.
Cool. The game is cute. There are certainly bits of it that I find enjoyable. The game crashing bugs weren't super fantastic, and again, I wasn't a super big fan of the puzzle part. But that said, to be able to crank something out like this after 2 weeks is impressive as hell, and it was fun. Overall, the game was cute, heartwarming, and creative. It had a few bugs in it, and I'm bummed out that I didn't get to see the end in my run through, but altogether it's impressive as hell to churn this out in time for this game jam. My hat goes off to the team that worked on this. That sums up my thoughts on Duck Boots, but you don't have to take my word for it. You can check it out for yourself for free on itch.io at the link in the description below. Also, if you love the Gay Birds as much as I did, make sure to check out Fizzyberry. And if you don't already know Celestia, my business partner and puzzle savior, she's a Skyrim streamer on Twitch. You can find links to their content in the description below. For homework, I want you guys to write in the comment section below the last indie game you played and your thoughts on it. If you'd like more content from me, including exclusive content you can't find elsewhere, you can find me at my updated Patreon at patreon.com/turtlepigproductions. There are different tiers depending on if you want to see my not safe for work lewd content or not. You can expect to find art, behind the scenes footage, and access to my gaming content before anyone else by supporting me over there. A special shout out to my $10 patrons Escow and Zenith. Thanks so much to y'all and the rest of the folks on the page for continuing to support me with what I do. As always, thanks for being a part of Turtle Pig Productions. My name is Professor Turtle Pig, you guys are fucking awesome, do your homework, and I'll see you in the next video. You're dismissed.